I feel like a bit of a drowned rat right now because it's been raining and all kinds of stuff today. Raining and blowing, but it's a happy day. If you're new here, by the way, I'm Christy. I live in northern Alberta, Canada, and I have a small scale flower farm, and we grow a majority of our own food to harvest and preserve and store for the winter. So I hope you enjoy today's video because we are harvesting a very small harvest of cut flowers, and we're making a delivery to our local florist shop, which is in Manning. It's called The Nest. One of the most beautiful, amazing, lovely women is the owner operator of that shop. Just adore her. Her name is Rhonda, and we're gonna take her some pretty flowers so she can start adding them to her arrangements for the people that live in my town. I'm pretty excited. I hope you are too. Let's get started. It's important to always start with clean tools. These are just some food storage containers that I took because I don't have any buckets, and I disinfected my pruners. Now let's go get some really clean water. One of the first things that I notice when I walk in here is it smells like cloves. And the reason it smells like cloves is because the stalk is blooming. And if you've ever smelled stalk, it smells like cloves. So we're gonna harvest the sunflowers first. And these are a pro cut sunflowers. The tag says pro cut peach passion, which is a new variety for this year. I'm not sure if they're labeled correctly or not, so please don't quote me on that. But I will show you when the optimal time is to cut these sunflowers, basically for the longest vase life, and when I cut them so that my dear Rhonda at the flower shop has the longest vase life for her clients for these sunflowers, what will make them last the longest, so that her clients get the most beautiful display as they're coming into their full potential. So I'll show you what they look like and how this goes. So here are my early sunflowers. These are just unraveling. They're really small, and that's okay because they're meant to be small. Like the heads are meant to be small because they are planted close together. If they were planted spread out and the temperatures were warmer, they would be much taller and much larger. But it was the season that made these the way they are. So this is perfect. This is when I want to cut this sunflower before it fully opens. Just like this, even a little bit more closed is ideal. As you can see, there is this discoloration on the leaves of this sunflower. This is not disease. This was grower error. So I cut these leaves off because they have burn. They have a fertilizer burn. So stock, we're gonna cut stock next. Now stock, it is a very beautiful flower and it can kind of be a confusing one. A lot of flower farmers or florists, they use a variety of stock that you can only cut it once and it's a one and done type of flower. The kind of stock that I am growing is more of a garden variety where it's branching, it creates multiple stems. So I can cut it and it will flush back again, which it'll stop flushing blooms as soon as it gets hot. But the ideal time to cut stock is when 3/4 of the flowers are open. So we're gonna do that today. We're just gonna cut short stems. These stems are not a grade stem. These will be ones that you'll see in teacup arrangements. They are really fun little pops of color that can go into teacup arrangements. And so they're not anything extraordinary. They're just beautiful early blooms and pops of color that our local florist can tuck into her bouquets as either a filler or focal, depending on how she chooses to use it. There are singles and there are doubles, and I will show you examples of both. Remember, these are the ones that smell like cloves. It smells amazing in here. This stock here it's called a hotcakes mix stock, and it is a single. It is what we call a single bloom. So it's not frilly like some of the other ones that I'll show you examples of. This one, for example, here, this one's a double because it has fluffier, like a double bloom. It has like a fluffy bud. This is another example, single, single. Here is a really good example of a double. So we're going to cut these today, and we're going to cut them really low. The reason we're going to cut them really low is because I don't really mind if they're gone out of here, simply because I'm planting other things in here as soon as the sunflowers are gone. And that's going to be peppers, which will be my food preservation crop, and anything extra will be sold on the farm. Stems of this copper plume artiplex. It is so gorgeous. It is a filler flower and it kind of looks like sparkles in an arrangement. It is stunning. Now I want this to fluff in, so I'm going to cut these and take these today, even though there's not a lot here. I'm just cutting so I can promote branching. This one was pinched, and so it's starting to promote. It's so weedy in here. Don't judge me for that, but yeah, this is what it's called, copper plume artiplex, and they're a filler. So we're just gonna cut some so she can try these in arranging. Something fun and different. After I finished delivering the flowers to the nest, we got ready to go on a little trip to Grimshaw, which is a nearby town where Chaz was playing his first baseball game since the shutdowns and COVID. So he was pretty excited, and they won 22-6, I think it was. It was great seeing them really enjoy having some fun. Chaz got really good at stealing bases this year. We made it home just in time to see the bison grazing with their young, the sound of the frogs, the reflection of the horse. It was a great end to a great day. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you again. Take care. Bye for now.